Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It is that time again for us to look at our MLB predictions we have coming up for Monday, July 28th. There is 15 games in total today. We're going to break them all down. We're going to look at the pitching, the hitting, try to predict the outcome for every single one of our games today. A bunch of new series kicking off. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? What the final scores might be. But we'll really be taking an in-depth look at our best bets also. The money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, make sure to drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your predictions today? Make sure to let me know down in the comment section. I will make sure that I respond to every single comment. We're going over every game, every single day this entire season, so make sure you follow along with us. Let's not waste any more time. We have 15 brand new series kicking off. This season is flying by. The very first one we have, kicking everything off, 6:35 p.m., the 63-43 Toronto Blue Jays, first place in the AL East. This team's been hot the last 1 to 2 months, scoring a lot of runs. They have the #1 batting average in baseball right now. They'll be on the road versus their AL East rival, but they are last place in the East. They're 5th place in the East right now, the 47-58 Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles have a 43.8% chance to win this game. The Blue Jays a 56.2%. Right now, Toronto 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Toronto -115, Baltimore -105. So Vegas is saying both of these teams have a decent shot to win this game. This Blue Jays offense, it is hot, 4.7 runs a game. The #1 batting average, 263. That is really good. 112 home runs, 53 steals, and a 4.09 runs a game. Baltimore, the offense is not bad. It is the pitching that is their primary issue. Right now, they're averaging 4.2 runs a game, hitting .240, 126 home runs. Pretty solid power. 75 steals, getting a 4.9 runs a game. It's not the worst in baseball, but still, overall, it's about bottom 6 to 7 overall pitching staff. Right now, for the Orioles, they have Zach Eflin on the mound, 6-5 record, 5.78 ERA, 67 innings, 47 strikeouts. He's given up 16 home runs in 67 innings. That is not a good number there. Chris Bassett, one of the most reliable, consistent pitchers in baseball. Career 3.8 ERA this season, right along with his career average. 3.88 ERA, 11-4 record. Really good numbers. 120.2 innings, 117 strikeouts. Give me Bassett. Give me the Blue Jays to win this one on the road to cover the spread, but I'll go with the under. In our second game at 6:40 p.m., both of these teams could really use a win here. We're going to have the 51-55 Arizona Diamondbacks. Some people say that they're throwing in the towel now. Everyone is on the trading block. This is a team, they've been hovering around 500 the entire season. But since the All-Star break, they've really fallen behind. They'll be on the road versus the 61-46 Detroit Tigers. They would love to forget the last 2 weeks. Yes, they pulled off a win yesterday. We did pick them to win that game, so we were not surprised. But overall, they've been playing really bad baseball. A lot of people had this team as the best team in baseball. They've been sliding the last 2 weeks, guys. Don't worry. They will rebound at some point. Right now, the Tigers first place in the AL Central. They have a 61.9% chance to win this game. Arizona, a 38.1% chance. Tigers are a 1.5 run favorite, 8.5 over under. Arizona +110. The Tigers -130. Right now, the Diamondbacks, one thing you have to respect about them, they don't have the best pitching at all by any means, but they can score a lot of runs. They are top 10 in a lot of offensive categories. They're averaging 4.9 runs a game, hitting .250, 147 home runs. It's top 6. 71 steals, and a 4.51 runs per game. The Tigers, 4.7 runs a game, 247 average, 131 home runs, 45 steals, and a 3.83 runs a game. The offense has been really sluggish the last 2 weeks. The pitching also hasn't been pitching like they have throughout the beginning of this season. On the mound for the Tigers, Troy Melton, 0-1 record, a 10.8 ERA. As bad as that sounds, it's a very small sample size. Only 5 innings, 7 strikeouts. He has given up 2 home runs in 5 innings. Then you have Eduardo Rodriguez, career 4.18 ERA. This season, way off of his career average, 5.5, probably the worst start of his career. 3-6 record, 86.2 innings, 93 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher here, but 111 hits given up. He is loading the bases with people, but the Tigers aren't playing good. The Diamondbacks aren't playing good. Who's going to stink the least in this game? That's honestly who's going to walk away with the win. This might be a little bit of a stretch, but give me the Diamondbacks who pull off the upset. I'm going with that +1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. In our next game at 6:40 p.m., the 27-78 Colorado Rockies, the worst team in baseball. They're on pace for probably about 125 to 130 losses, but they're actually not playing too bad of baseball the last 2 weeks. They're not playing good baseball, but they're keeping the game somewhat competitive. Right now, they'll be on the road versus the 52-53 Cleveland Guardians. What is going to go on with the Guardians? Hovering around 500 for the last 3 months, and they have to decide where they want to go. But this is a very winnable series for them to really get things back on track. Right now, the Guardians second place in the AL Central. They have a 72.9% chance to win this game. The Rockies, a 27.1% chance. Guardians are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Colorado +195. Cleveland -235. The Rockies offense is bottom 5 overall, but one thing they do well, they do hit a lot of home runs. They're averaging 3.6 runs a game, 233 average, 103 home runs, but unfortunately, most of those are solo home runs. 55 steals and a 5.6 runs per game. That is dead last in the major leagues. The Guardians, 3.8 runs a game. The offense has really let them down the last 2 months. 225 average. They have to get that batting average up. 110 home runs, 82 steals, and a 3.94 runs a game. On the mound for Colorado, Bradley Blaylock, 1-2 record, an 8.67 ERA. That's actually 3 runs higher than the last place Rockies team ERA. They'll be going up against Slade Ciccone. Right now, Ciccone, 5-4 record, 3.76 ERA. This is his best season so far. 69.1 innings, 60 strikeouts, and Blaylock has 27 innings, 41 hits, given up 6 home runs in 27 innings. That's a home run every 4 innings. Give me the Guardians to get a good win here to cover the spread, and that's a very low under here for a Rockies game. Usually they are double digits. I'm going to take the over. And our very next series is an American League versus American League matchup at 7:05 p.m. The 53-53 Tampa Bay Rays. The fact this team is 500 right now, when the month of June started, they were like 10 to 15 games over 500. They have had an awful last 5 weeks. They want to put those weeks behind them. They have really good stats right here. A really good offense, good pitching. They have to get things back on track. They have to recapture some of that momentum. They'll be playing the 57-48 New York Yankees, second place in the AL East. Right now, the Yankees, obviously, Aaron Judge banged up. That is a massive loss for them. He was leading the team with 37 home runs, number 2 in baseball. Right now, the Yankees, 45.8% chance to win this game. The Rays, a 54.2%. If you are a Yankees fan, you know the Rays always play the Yankees extremely close. Very difficult team for New York to beat. Right now, the Rays, 1.5 run favorites on the road, 8.5 over-under. Tampa Bay is even. New York, minus 120. The Rays offense, 4.6 runs a game. 255 average, 115 home runs, 138 steals. They lead the majors in steals, and it's not even close. This team is very aggressive on the bases. They're getting up 3.88 runs a game. The Yankees, 5.2 runs per game, 254 average, 168 home runs. A lot of power here. Top 2 in home runs this entire season. 67 steals, getting up 4.0 runs a game. They have a lot of pitchers on the DL, though. This starting rotation, this bullpen has been decimated by injuries. Right now for the Yankees, Cam Schittler, 1-0 record, 4.35 ERA, 10-point win innings, 10 strikeouts, going up against Drew Rasmussen, one of the most underappreciated pitchers in baseball, career 2.88 ERA. For his career, no one mentions this guy's name. Right now, 7-5 record, 2.93 ERA, 95.1 innings, 82 strikeouts, only 10 home runs, giving up 95 innings. That is perfect control. Give me the Rays to win this one on the road to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under here. And guys, just to let you know, if anyone wants to sign up for one of our member teams, we do have our pinned comment down below. We have 3 different tiers. You can click on that link down there, sign up, and we would definitely appreciate it. For those of you who have signed up, massive, massive shout out to you. We definitely appreciate it. And at 7:10 p.m., we have the 61-45 Los Angeles Dodgers, first place in the NL West, but that is a very difficult, very deep division. We have done very well the last 2 weeks going against the Dodgers. It's worked wonders. The Dodgers have been sliding. We were picking in the slide, but look, guys, this is the most talented roster in baseball when they are fully healthy. You know, at some point, they're going to hit rock bottom. They are going to rebound. The big question is, when is that going to happen? Because it definitely will happen. You will not hold this team down. They'll be on the road here versus the 56-50 Cincinnati Reds. Very underappreciated team. Very balanced team. They've been really competitive this entire season. Third place in the NL Central, which has actually turned into a very difficult division. Right now, the Reds, 35% chance to win this game. The Dodgers, a 65% chance. The Dodgers here, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over-under. LA, minus 175. Cincinnati, plus 145. This Dodgers offense, one of the best in baseball. 5.2 runs a game, 255 average, 160 home runs. It's top 3. 62 steals, now 4.26 runs a game. They have about 15 to 20 pitchers on the DL. That's the main thing holding them back, injuries. But at some point, like I said, that will come to an end. The Reds, 4.6 runs a game, 247 average, 109 home runs, 79 steals, and 3.85 runs a game. The Reds have been extremely reliable this season. Chase Burns on the mound, 0-2 record, 6.65 ERA, 21.4 innings, 35 strikeouts. These are strikeout pitchers here. The Dodgers will have to make sure to concentrate on their control, but they have their ace going. They have Yamamoto on the mound, 8-7 record, 2.55 ERA, 109.1 innings, 124 strikeouts. How about only 10 home runs in 17 games? I've picked against the Dodgers last 2 weeks. It keeps working. That ends today. Give me the Dodgers to get a win here to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under. And this is actually a pretty competitive game. At 7:40 p.m., we have the 57-50 Boston Red Sox. The offense has been really good the last month. Pitching has really come around. They'll be on the road versus the 50-55 Minnesota Twins, fourth place in the AL Central. Some people are calling for the fire sale for Minnesota. Guys, you still have a shot to get back to 500, but you got to catch the momentum quick. Season is getting away from you really fast. Right now, the Twins, a 51.3% chance to win this game. The Red Sox, a 48.7% chance. Minnesota, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Minnesota minus 125, Boston plus 105. This Red Sox offense, 4.9 runs a game, very balanced, 251 average, 130 home runs, 88 steals, and got 3.77 runs a game. The Twins, 4.2 runs a game, 241 average, 121 home runs, 53 steals. What's let them down the last 2 months has been their pitching, giving up 4.19 runs per game. On the mound for the Red Sox, Richard Fitts, he has been shelled his last 2 starts. Right now, 1-4 record, 4.86 ERA, 37 innings, 32 strikeouts. He's given up 9 home runs in 37 innings. That is a lot of home runs. That's a home run every 4 innings. Seaman Woods Richardson going for the Twins, 5-4 record, 4.14 ERA, 76 innings, 64 strikeouts. But this game is going to be decided by the bullpens. I do think it's going to be a closer game. This is a really difficult game to call, but give me the Red Sox to win, go with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. At 7:40 p.m., we're going to have one of our better pitching matchups today. The 62-43 Chicago Cubs, first place in the NL Central, versus the 62-43 Milwaukee Brewers, second place in the NL Central. These teams just swap positions, but they're within 1 game of one another. Whoever wins this series is going to finish the series in first place. This is a really good series. Right now, the Brewers a 40.4% chance to win this game. The Cubs a 59.6%. It is very evenly matched. 2 of the best offenses in baseball. Chicago right now, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. The Cubs are minus 110. The Brewers are minus 110. Basically, flip a coin. That's who's going to win this game. Cubs, one of the best offenses in baseball. 5.3 runs a game, 255 average, 155 home runs, top 5 in the majors. 121 steals, that's top 3 in baseball, giving up 3.9 runs a game. The Brewers are basically right there with them. 4.7 runs a game, 250 average, 98 home runs, 120 steals. That's also top 3 in baseball, giving up 3.58 runs a game. The Brewers have a very slight pitching as starting rotation, bullpen, but overall these teams are practically evenly matched in every single statistical category. Matthew Boyd going for the Cubs, 11-3 record, a 2.2 ERA. No one's talking about this guy. Putting together a great season, 118.2 innings, 108 strikeouts. Jacob Mizorowski on the mound for the Brewers, the young gun, 4-1 record, 2.45 ERA. 29.1 innings, 40 strikeouts. This game, it's going to be a good one. I've been picking the Brewers a lot the last 3 to 4 weeks, but I'm going to go with the Cubs today. Give me Chicago to win it, to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here. At 7:40 p.m., the 44-60 Atlanta Braves. If anyone knows what happened to the Braves this season, make sure to drop a comment on it because it is a massive mystery here. They have not played up to the talent level on this roster. They'll be on the road here versus the 52-44 Kansas City Royals. The thing about the Royals here, one of the best overall pitching staffs in baseball. Actually, statistically, a top 4 pitching staff, but bottom 4 overall offense. These pitchers need some run support. Help a pitcher out. Right now, the Royals, 44.5% chance to win it. The Braves, a 55.5% chance to win it. Atlanta, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. KC, plus 145. Atlanta, minus 175. The Braves right now, 4.1 runs per game, 241 average, 112 home runs, 49 steals, and 4.14 runs a game. That number's been ticking up pretty high the last couple weeks. KC, 3.5 runs a game, 243 average, 90 home runs, 77 steals, and 3.49 runs a game. They have such great pitching. Playoff caliber pitching. They just need some help. Right now for KC, Rich Hill on the mound, 0-1 record, a 1.8 ERA, but it's a very small sample size. 5 innings, 1 strikeout, no home runs. Spencer Strider, one of the best top 3 overall young strikeout pitchers in baseball. 4-8 record, 3.72 ERA, 72.2 innings, 89 strikeouts coming back from his injury. Give me Strider, give me the Braves to win this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the under. And again, at 7:40 p.m., the 60-45 Philadelphia Phillies, second place in the NL East. Veteran experience team, one of the best lineups in baseball, one of the best overall pitching staffs in baseball. They'll be on the road here versus the 38-68 Chicago White Sox. Yes, they have one of the worst records in baseball. Do not underestimate the White Sox. Very competitive team, a lot of very close losses. They always have a shot for the upset. Right now, Chicago, 36.2% chance to win this game. The Phillies, a 63.8% chance. Phillies are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Chicago plus 180. Philadelphia minus 215. Really, no one's giving the White Sox a shot to win this game. The Phillies 4.7 runs a game, 255 average, 123 home runs, 91 steals, and got 3.73 runs a game. They have Harper, Schwarber, Trey Turner, a lot of weapons, and that pitching staff might be the deepest in baseball. The White Sox right now 3.8 runs a game, .227 average, 92 home runs, 65 steals, and 4.11 runs per game. Davis Martin going for Chicago right now, putting together a really good season. He just needs some run support. 2-8 record with a 3.89 ERA. He only has 2 wins with a sub-4 ERA. That's just not fair. 85.2 innings, 56 strikeouts. He's going up against Christopher Sanchez, career 3.34 ERA this season. His best start of his career, 9-2 record, a 2.4 ERA, 124 innings, 134 strikeouts, only 8 home runs in 18 starts. That's a really good control number. Give me the Phillies to win this one to cover the spread, and I will go again with the under here. And at 7:45 p.m., the 50-54 Miami Marlins. Just think, about 4 to 5 weeks ago, this team was like 15 games under 500. They have been fighting, clawing their way back to 500. Now they're only 4 games away. This is their shot to get a lot closer to it. Props to them. They'll be on the road versus the 54-53 St. Louis Cardinals, not playing their best baseball last month, mainly due to their pitching, and the offense is also kind of cooled off. Right now, St. Louis 4th place in the NL Central. They have a 55.4% chance to win this game. The Marlins 3rd place in the NL East. They have a 44.6% chance to win. Cardinals 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Miami is even. The Cardinals -120. This Marlins offense 4.3 runs a game. 253 average, 97 home runs, 80 steals. They're giving a 4.43 runs a game, but last month that was in the 5s. So they are pitching a lot better over the course of the last month. The Cardinals 4.4 runs per game, 251 average, 104 home runs, 58 steals, 4.22 runs a game. These teams are very even statistically. On the mound for the Cardinals, Andre Pianti, career 4.09 ERA, well above that right now, 4.91. 5-7 record, 110 innings, 72 strikeouts. He's going up against Edward Cabrera, one of the better starting pitchers right now for Miami. They definitely needed that starting rotation help. 4-4 record, 3.48 ERA, 88 innings, 92 strikeouts. Strikeout pitcher here. The Cardinals' bats have been cold for the last several weeks. Give me Miami to win this one on the road. Going with the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And another excellent starting pitching matchup at 8:10 p.m. The 43-62 Washington Nationals. Young team, interim coach. But this is actually a really scrappy team. A lot of competitive games. Pitching's mainly holding them back. They'll be against the 60-46 Houston Astros. 1st place in the AL West. The Astros are veterans. They're experienced. One of the best starting rotations in baseball. The number 1 statistical bullpen. Right now, Houston a 69.6% chance to win this game. Washington a 30.4% chance. The Astros 1.5 run favorites. 7.5 over under. Houston -235. The Nationals +195. Right now, Washington 4.3 runs a game. 245 average, 102 home runs, 92 steals. At least they're balanced on offense, giving up 5.11 runs per game. That's bottom 5 in baseball. Houston 4.3 runs a game. 257 batting average, 116 home runs, 55 steals, giving up 3.73 runs a game. The Astros can always pitch well. They have Brad Lord going for the Nationals, 2-5 record, a 3.39 ERA. Solid numbers this season, 69 innings, 57 strikeouts. But the Nationals bullpen has a lot of issues holding leads. He's going up against Valdez, one of the best left-handed pitchers in baseball. 11-4 record, 2.65 ERA. When this guy is on, he's practically unhittable. 128 innings. He's eating up innings. 129 strikeouts. Only 8 home runs in 18 starts. Give me Houston with Valdez, with the bullpen to win this game, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And an AOS versus AOS matchup next at 9:38 p.m. The 56-50 Texas Rangers. How about these Rangers coming out of nowhere, coming back from the dead? The bats have finally awoken. They had 0 production from that offense this entire season. And in the last 3 weeks, they decided to finally start playing up to their potential. Oh, and they do have the number 1 overall starting rotation in baseball. It is not even close. This is a really good starting rotation. They're going up against a 51-55 Los Angeles Angels, who actually have a lot of power. This team top 5 in total home runs. The Angels a 41% chance to win this game. The Rangers a 59% chance to win. Texas is 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Rangers are -200. The Angels +165. This Rangers offense went from 3.3 runs a game. They're now up to 4.1. Really good numbers. 231 average, 112 home runs, 99 steals, and 3.15 runs a game. Like I said, number 1 in the majors. The Angels 4.3 runs a game, hitting 234, 150 home runs, a lot of power. 48 steals, 4.65 runs a game, but actually pitching really good the last month. Jake Kakanowitz right now on the mound for the Angels, 3-9 record, 6.03 ERA, 94 innings, 65 strikeouts. He's going up against one of the best to ever do. One of the best pitchers of the last 2 decades, Jacob deGrom, career 2.5 ERA. This season, 10-2 record, a 2.28 ERA. He might be able to potentially cement himself as the front runner for the American Cy Young with a really good performance here. 118.1 innings, 122 strikeouts. This guy's looking like 2017 DeGrom. I love to see it. A very fun pitcher to watch. Give me the Rangers to win this to cover the spread. I'll go with the over. And this game's setting up to be a good one on MLB Network at 9:40 p.m. The 61-44 New York Mets, first place in the NL East, coming off a really good series versus the 57-49 San Diego Padres, second place in the competitive NL West. Right now, the Padres 59.7% chance to win this game. The Mets a 40.3% chance. The Mets. Oh, the Mets. The Mets. They've been up, they've been down, they've been sideways. No matter what, whenever they look their worst, the very next series, they come back and they sweep someone and they are right back in it. Competitive team. Juan Soto's bat is staying hot. They're averaging 4.4 runs a game, 242 average, really good power, 131 home runs, 85 steals, solid speed, giving up 3.52 runs a game. And they have the number one overall statistical ERA for their starting pitching. The Padres, 4 runs a game. 249 average, 89 home runs, 71 steals, 3.58 runs a game. Padres can pitch. They have a good starting rotation, good bullpen. Where they're lacking, get the offense back on track. Machado, Fernando Tatis, they got to get the bats hot. Right now, the Mets come in here. They're going to be the underdogs. Like I said, Padres 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. New York in this game, plus 115. San Diego minus 135. The Mets have Frankie Montas on the mound, 3-1 record coming back from his injury. 4.62 ERA, 25.1 innings, 23 strikeouts, 5 home runs given up. Dylan Cease, 4 straight 200 strikeout seasons. This is the worst start of his career, but this guy is a veteran. You know he's going to turn it around. 3-10 record, by far the worst start of his career. 4.59 ERA, 113.2 innings, 144 strikeouts. He has 42 walks. That is un-Cease-like. I have him quieting the Mets bat this game. They start out the series with the win. Give me them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here. And on MLB Network at 9:45 p.m., the 44-62 Pittsburgh Pirates, top 8 overall pitching staff, but still bottom 3 offense. They'll be on the road versus the 54-51 San Francisco Giants. They need a win bad. They had a very tough series versus the Mets. Right now, the Giants third place in the NL West. They have a 64.3% chance to win this game. The Pirates a 35.7%. However, the Pirates are the Vegas favorites, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Pittsburgh plus 105. San Francisco minus 125. The Pirates right now 3.4 runs a game, 230 average, 69 home runs. They have to get those power numbers up. 85 steals, going to have 3.72 runs a game. The Giants 4.1 runs a game, but they're not known for their hitting. They're known for their pitching. 233 average, 98 home runs. 46 steals, and got 3.63 runs a game. They have a good rotation, good bullpen. We do not have a starter announced for the Giants as me making this game. I hate not knowing all the variables, kind of going into this game blind, but it is what it is. At least they have a good bullpen here. Mitch Keller going for the Pirates, 4-10 record, 4 wins with a 3.53 ERA. This guy gets no run support. 125 innings, 97 strikeouts. Give me the Pirates losing this game. I'm going to go with the Giants pulling off the upset. Give me that plus 1.5. And I'm going to go with the over. And our final game at 10:05 p.m., the 56-50 Seattle Mariners. They clawed their way back to 500. Now they're 6 games over 500, just a couple games behind the Astros, second place in the AL West. They'll be going up against the 46-62 Athletics, playing in Sacramento. Minor league stadium, smaller ballpark, might be a lot of home runs, and the A's do hit a lot of home runs. Right now, Seattle 65.6% chance to win this game. The A's a 34.4% chance. The Mariners are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Seattle minus 130. The Athletics plus 110. This Mariners team very balanced. 4.6 runs a game, 247 average, 147 home runs, top 6, 97 steals, and have 3.87 runs a game. The A's pretty good offense, 4.4 runs per game. 250 average, also 145 home runs. This could be a home run derby here. 59 steals, you know, 5.1 runs per game. Bottom 6 overall in pitching. For the A's, J.P. Sears on the mound, 7-8 record, 4.98 rate, 106.2 innings, 91 strikeouts. He's given up 22 home runs in 106 innings. He gives up a lot of home runs. That's not going to bode well here versus a hot Mariners offense. They have Luis Castillo on the mound, one of their foundational pitchers, 7-6 record, 3.3 ERA, 120 innings, 107 strikeouts. Give me the Mariners to win this game to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here. Guys, that's our breakdown, our predictions, and picks and best bets for all of our baseball games coming up for Monday, July 28th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. You agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Make sure to let me know what your favorite picks are, and I will respond to every comment in the chat. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to look at the pinned comment down below. You can click on that link and sign up there. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.